Faker does it. And right now, this Renekton in an impossible matchup. He's behind in CS. This is Faker. Not many people can do this in the world. Not many people can do this. This is Challenger. What's going on, guys? Besides here, and today we are going to analyze how Team 1 Faker comes back after losing an absolutely impossible matchup. His tricks, secrets, everything he does will be revealed in this video. And this video will teach you what 99.9% of the players don't see and don't know. If this is the first time on this channel, welcome. My name is Zais and I'm a League of Legends coach. On this channel, I will post videos that will make you better in League of Legends very fast. So if you want to make sure you improve in League of Legends and you don't miss out any bit of content, any amazing content that will make your gameplay better instantly, go ahead right now and subscribe, like the video and hit the notification bell to not miss out those amazing things. Enjoy the video. He plays a pretty impossible matchup, Yone against Renekton, so let's see how he is going to play this matchup out to win and how he can play this absolutely impossible matchup against Renekton. The first thing that he does, he just goes for a ward in between the towers. This ward is a challenger pro play word. That word is unable to be seen by the enemy as it's very close to the wall, so the normal range of the tower is this range and the normal range of the tower is this range, meaning that if you put the word right between the tower range right here, Faker puts the word because he wants to see the enemy jungle moving and pathing back and forth, especially because he plays Renekton. He plays against Renekton as Yone. He needs to ward because the matchup is fucking hard. If he also gets jungle ganked, he's going to be screwed. This word is a challenger word for when you play against, let's say, Elise Renekton, Lee Sin Renekton, or any kind of sort of volatility, high pressure early game thing on mid lane. Notice how well he plays around his minions. He wants to space beautifully on the Renekton and then he wants to Q and then back off immediately. He wants to Q and then back off immediately, so he's not really going to get too much aggro of the minions. Super good, super clean execute. Very aggressive right here as level 1 Yone against Renekton is the only level where Yone has a little chance against Renekton. Faker knows really well how to get the minions as he's super max range when he's queuing for the minions. He does not really go too close as he knows that Renekton wants to walk up and screw him up. Right here, Faker knows that the guy has a lot of fury as Faker is super scared. He knows that Renekton is looking to Q him as Yone is just going to stay max range and Faker just used his Q max range. Renekton is posturing aggressively, which makes us think that he just wants to walk up and use his Q because he has lots of fury. Oop, Faker almost dies right here, gets killed into the tower, gets flashed, gets ignited. Hard. Ends up TPing back. He will make sure he doesn't lose too much here. The reason why he's slow pushing into him is because we do have a few minions that are extra, so we know that this wave is close to our tower, which means the enemy wave is close to their tower. So those minions that are additional to the next wave makes the wave to come into us. But this wave is coming into Faker until the next wave comes here. So if you're thinking about the incoming next minion wave that is coming from the base, that will make the wave to push in. Right now, we can also notice that Faker is walking up, moving in, walking up, moving in, just to make sure he stops the Renekton. Notice what Faker did right here. So after he TP'd, he walked up very fast and he just uses his W right here. No, this was not a mistake as many challenger players, they just recall in this spot. As if you want to see Renekton recalling right here, Yone would have to walk up right here. So Renekton knows that, so he potentially recalls in this exact position, so he buys time as he's in the corner and the fog of war is going to make him unable to be seen. This is why Faker uses a W, because he knows that Renekton is a challenger player and he tried to stop the recall. Renekton, he double mind game, as in he knew that Faker will knew because well, he's Faker, it's hide and bash, so the Renekton knows that it's Faker, so this is why he just went to the tower. He was like, no, this is Faker, I'm not going to recall there, this is not a normal challenger player, this is Faker. So now we can see that he's losing a few trades. He can't really trade against him, he just wants to trade back, just his Q to trade back as much as possible, use the minion wave right now. Faker walks up, walks in, and again he's going to die. Very tilted right now, very mad, but yeah, it is what it is. 2 deaths in the early game against the Renekton. He is also going to be behind in level. Good luck, Faker. Let's see how this guy recovers from this spot. It's nearly impossible to recover like this guy. So this is Challenger. So in Challenger, once you're getting this behind, it's so fucking hard to actually play the game because the enemy actually know how to play the game. They know how to punish you. They know how to transform the lead into a win. They know what to do. So let's see how Faker can really smash this Renekton. If he can do it, let's see how he can do it. He's 2 levels behind. He gets some love from the Sylas. Let's see what he's going to do. He's trying to get the kill as much as possible. He's a little bit mad right now that he doesn't get a kill. He tried his best. Pinging his Sylas, let him freeze. This is a freeze, so he does not want to push this after the kill. All what he wants to do, he wants to pull the minions to the left and make sure this wave doesn't go into the tower so he can set up a fight. Breaks up in the jungle. He sees it, he goes, he tries to do something. He's very, very behind, so he wants to follow it. The wave is in a fine position, so he can always follow, as in the fight is very urgent, it's very close, and he's not really losing more than, let's say, 1, maybe 2 minions. And the fact that he can get a kill here, he might be able to get a kill here is huge. The risk is bigger than the lose. Like he's going to lose like 2 minions right here on the mid lane, but if he gets the kill on Talia, then it's really. Obviously, if the roam was very far and unreliable, he just stays on the wave, freezes, and chills. Renekton is going to be on mid lane in probably, for my estimation, 3 seconds if he has the boots completed. I think yes, perfect. So right now, Faker is going to try to play slow. He's 0-2. He is behind. It's not a joke. You're behind with Yon. What are you going to do? Do you go plated boots? You can't go plated boots because you're just going to drop your damage. You're not going to have damage the whole game. Faker is trying to really freeze this wave. And let's see what Renekton is going to do right here. Okay, very, very, very interesting what the Faker did here. So he's forcing a freeze, guys. You see this? He's forcing a freeze. The next incoming minion is in base. So he knows that it's in base, and he knows that he needs to pull the minions right here. So first of all, if you want to establish a freeze and it works, you can actually recover in this matchup because this is going to freeze right here. Renekton is unable to get your wave under the tower, so it's so easy for you to pressure. Plus Sylas, if he really wants it, he can gank very, very, very easily. So this is what Faker does. The disadvantage of this is that he's going to tank the minions, but he does have refillable potion. So now he does this and he's very, very confident, and the Renekton is not very confident, like walking up on him and just going on him, because he doesn't exactly know where is the Sylas. And Faker is confident in this matchup. I mean, Faker is not stupid. It's for sure Sylas is behind me. So this is what a Renekton thinks right now. So Faker knows that, and he's mind gaming the Renekton. His mind, he's like, oh, this Renekton, she knows that I should be scared. What can I do? Well, not be scared and just force a freeze. So this is a beautiful freeze that Faker does, pulling the minions, just getting the aggro, because he knows that if this freeze is going to work out, it's going to be very, very bad for the Renekton. Right now he goes for a little trade. It's still, the wave is still in a favorable position for Faker, as he's unkillable and he's under the tower. He can just farm safely. Again, guys, don't do this at home. This is really fucking bad. If you're low elo and you're trying to freeze here, you should not freeze, because the Renekton will go on you and he will not know about those mind games. He will chunk you and the game is over. So yes, you can freeze in those kind of situations, only if the wave is, let's say, very, very, very close to you, like right here. If the wave is not close to you, do not do this at home. Do not do it in Diamond, do not do it in Master, only do it if you're super, super high elo, because in lower elo, people don't know about mind games, so you will lose. So rule of thumb, if you want to pull the minions like Faker, make sure the next incoming minion wave is, well, not in base, but just very, very close to you. So like right here. Notice what Faker did right here. So right now, he just, all what he wanted to do is have the wave into him. He froze, he pulled the minions, he tried to have the wave in a favorable position and build a little freeze. This is not the best freeze in the world, but it's a little, you know, it's a little bit of a state that is going to allow him to farm safely close to his tower. So it's okay, it's better than having 0 casters right here. So he got this, he invested so many resources into staying here and tanking the minions, but right now, the moment he sees Talia, he knows that he might get off. And how can you dive with the Renekton? Well, you just want to slow push 2 waves and then just crush it. You just want to make a big wave and then you just crush it. You want to build up a big wave and then just crush it. So Faker knows it. Faker knows that, yes, in the beginning of the play, the play was, hey, let's have these 2 casters. Let's have these 2 casters right here. So we're going to basically stay into the tower. But now he knows that these casters are against him. Because if Talia and Renekton have those, they can dive a little bit easier. It's not a huge advantage like if you have like a cannon minion right here, but it's still a slight advantage because they're going to wait this wave, and then with those 2 casters they can set up a dive. So what Faker does is he screws up his own wave state. This trade, no, it wasn't because the Faker wanted to trade. No, he just wanted to make sure the wave is not right here. So he wanted to make sure the Renekton is unable to build a very good slow push into the Faker. So he tried to like cut the risk a little bit just by killing the 2 casters. It's not something huge, but it's something that not many people see there. Of course, the Faker didn't want to trade there because he just lost the trade, but no, he wanted to get rid of the minions. So this is the subtle things of Challenger 1.5 KLP, 1.2 KLP pro players. People don't even notice what their decision they are doing. Right now he gets back into the laning phase. He sees that the Renekton is low, so what he wants to do, he knows that he recalled and the Renekton did not, so he's going to just look to chunk the Renekton. He dodges his W. Now he can build up a very good freeze, and he immediately ults onto the Renekton. Why did he go in? Well, he knew that Renekton is not going to die, but he knew that if Renekton wants to stay with half HP, he can stay. So this is the reason why he ulted. He ulted so he can actually chunk the Renekton. So right now Yone has a little small chance to actually kill him, just because now he's going to go for super short trades. He ulted to chunk the HP of the Renekton. No, Faker did not want to kill him. Faker wanted to chunk him because right now it's much easier to play the lane compared to... What did you prefer? Let's think about it, guys. Would you prefer Renekton to have this HP and Yone having ultimate, or would you prefer Renekton to have this HP but Yone doesn't have ulti? The fact that Yone doesn't have ulti doesn't really change anything, so you can just use it to chunk the enemy, and once he's chunked in those impossible matchups, you have a small chance to really play the game. This is why Faker does it. And right now, this Renekton in an impossible matchup, he's behind in CS. This is Faker. Not many people can do this in the world. Not many people can do this. This is Challenger. So what he's going to do is going to slowly walk up on him, try to stop him as much as possible. He sees Talia's on the map, so he's not really walking up very recklessly. Is he going to tank one tower shot? Yes, he is. He knows it. He is. He is going to go left-hand side pocket as Talia is moving into the mid lane, and boop, there we go. Renekton is again and again and again and again job achieved from Faker. He stopped the recall from the Renekton. Now he's sitting on, from my estimation, 1.5k gold or 1.4k gold. He has lots of gold. Now he can potentially look for a dive. So what Faker is doing right here, he wants to take the experience. So what he does right here, we can see that when he knows that the Talia is around, when he knows that the Renekton is walking up to dive him, and it's so easy to play Talia Renekton because you can just W with the Renekton and then W of the Talia. It's so easy. So he just stays right here so he can sneak up a little bit of the experience of the minions. This is why he clicks right here. He doesn't want to go into the jungle. No, he just wants to take the experience of this melee minion. So he plays from there. Now Talia is mid lane. Faker is still scared. All what he wants is the experience of the minions. He's going to hit his Q onto the Renekton. And let's see what is going to happen right here. Are they going to win this? Faker misses the Q. They still win this somehow. Salas is a fucking god. Faker Q flashes. He knows. He sees the opening. He sees it. He takes it. And boop, a shutdown. So it's already so much better. He got the shutdown. He's going to push. Pretty sure that he is ahead in experience of the Renekton. What he should do right here, just going to push the next wave and then hover the Herald. Very, very simple. He knows he can push the next wave because the Renekton just spawned from in base right here, and he has Ignite. He doesn't have TP, so Faker can stay for an extra wave. So Faker is going to push, probably recall in a corner. He F keys to the jungle, so he can see that the Sylas doesn't need him to stay right here, and even if he needs him to stay right here, Faker is going to recall and then use TP. The reason why Faker TPs right here, because you can say, oh shit, but he's not losing minions. Renekton is slow pushing into him, and he can just conserve TP. Yes, he can conserve TP, but Faker knows something. First of all, Faker knows if he doesn't TP, Renekton has the chance to push and go for the Roam bot lane, or just simply have priority for the Drake, which is not good because you have Sylas moving onto the top lane, you have Sylas willing to do something on top lane, so you know that they are going to make a play right here. So by TPing here and staying on the mid lane and pushing onto the mid lane, you have the ability to potentially look to go top lane in case you want to set up a play for the Sion. In addition of that, if you TP right here and you don't let Renekton to push hard, you actually make him unable to roam behind your bot lane. So Faker sees two things. First of all, Faker sees that Sylas is moving towards top lane, so he knows that TPing and getting Prion for the Drake, so he can actually go for a ward, is good, especially because their bot lane is winning really hard, so they have Prio, so they can do this. And in addition of that, now conserving TP wouldn't really do any good, just because, especially because they want to make a play on the top lane. It's not like, yes, we can see that he's just going there, he just TP'd. Other people will conserve TP. Faker just TP'd. He saw the opening. He sees that there might be action. Yes, he's losing the wave onto the mid lane, but boop, double ulti. Easy peasy, man, easy peasy. Another kill on the Talia, and now he's very reckless. Guys, you see what I was saying? This is why he TP'd. Because he knows that right now he's not really winning the trades theoretically against Renekton. Now he has red buff, so it's much easier, and he knows that Renekton doesn't have ulti. Plus he already had the little tempo stacked. But theoretically, if he TPs, even if he doesn't win the trades of the Renekton, what Faker knows is that at least now he doesn't lose the trades that much, that one-sided. Because if you're comparing level 3 Renekton against level 3 Yone, compared to level 8 Yone and level 8 Renekton, at level 8 Yone has a chance to trade back. Yone has a chance to win the trade. Yone has the chance to potentially out-trade the Renekton if he plays super well. So this is why Faker, he knew his limits. He saw blood. He knew that there might be action on top lane. Now Renekton is very close to the mid lane. He tries to get a plate. He changes his mind right here. The reason why Faker wanted to recall right here, he knows that the Renekton is right here and he's coming. So staying when you have 1.2k gold and you already have the item is pretty suboptimal. The thing is, he pressed tab, he pressed F keys. He saw the clicks of the Sylas that are towards mid lane, and this is why he stopped. The first time he stopped his recall. The second time when he stops his recall, he presses tab and he sees that the guy has Herald. When he sees that the guy has Herald, he's like, fuck it, we're going to win. Sion is dead, Heimerdinger is dead, we have Prio bot lane. If Talia comes here, we can win, and if they want to force a play, we can make that play. It's okay, Sylas is super strong, we have Lux, and this is the reason why Faker stayed. First of all, of course, because of the Lux stun, Rax root. Second of all, because of the Sylas having the Herald. So let's see what Faker does right here. He's going to go for the Oracle, but obviously he's not going to go to Drake yet, just because Renekton is dead. He does not have TP, so he's just going to push, and since he sees Talia on top lane, he pushes more. He wanted to back off, as we can see it's right here. He's clicking our, hey, we're going to push this wave and we're not going to grid. We don't know where is the Talia, so we're going to go for the Drake and then potentially recall because we have lots of gold. But since he sees that Talia is top lane and the guy with the Lux is still here, and this is Deft, so it's his friend actually, so he knows that he can push since he saw the Talia. If he didn't see the Talia, then he wouldn't really go for this plate, as he's relatively greedy. He should be very fine. He's pressing F key to see if Sylas is on the same page with the guy. Now he tried to do something. Heimerdinger! Ooh! This guy is cracked on Heimerdinger. I mean, this is not worth it because it's still 1 for 2. Faker has the item, so from 0 to hero, man. From 0 to hero, like absolutely, like he was just losing mid lane. Like he just died so much. But then, what happened? Well, perfect macro, perfect rotations. He knew his limits. He used TP correctly. GGBG. Now he goes onto the bot lane as his TP is going to be coming soon, and he knows that Caitlyn and Lux have very good siege, so they let Caitlyn with Lux be mid lane. He's just going to split push forever as a Yon, well, until 2 items and a half, and after 2 items and a half he can consider moving on to the mid lane and flanking. I mean, if he has his TP, he's going to just split push the whole game no matter what, just because he knows that he's absolutely stomping the Ezreal. He's level 9, Ezreal is level 8, Yon is almost level 10 here. Ezreal is going to push and boop. This is why he goes bot lane, man. Notice how well Faker played around vision right here. He knew that he saw the clicks. He saw the clicks of the Ezreal after he took this minion. The clicks of the Ezreal are like this. He saw it. It's Faker. Faker sees it. Then he goes in Fog of War knowing that if Ezreal walks up right here and Yone is here, Ezreal will see him. But if Ezreal walks up right here and Yone is here, this is darkness. This is Fog of War. So Faker played extremely well right here around Fog of War. We can see that Ezreal did not know shit about Yone. He played beautifully around Fog of War and boop, he gets a kill. The moment when he sees Heimerdinger onto the top lane and Renekton onto the top lane, Talia just path towards the top lane. He is confidently moving into the jungle, using the sweeper and trying to F-key there in case the fight is keep happening and keep fighting. He can perhaps join with ultimate. Right now the fight is over, so he can just go back to the bot lane. So right here he's probably just going to look to get blue, push bot, and then potentially look for the Drake. They have Pariah on 3 lanes, Pariah top, Pariah mid, Pariah bot. Since he has ultimate, what Faker is probably going to do, he's going to push like a madman, and in case they actually go on him, he's just going to ulti out. I think this is what Faker is going to do. Now he just goes for a very small play for the Drake, but then action is happening onto the mid lane, so he's obviously forced to go to mid lane. He's pressing F key, F key, F key, F key, so he can see exactly what is going on. He wanted to take the Drake, but the moment when Talia engaged and ulted there, he just wanted to be with them. Notice that he tried to actually predict Talia. He thought Talia is right here, recalling, and whoop, he misses it. Yeah, so this is what pro players do. They're not scared to miss. They're not scared to play aggressive, and you know they're not going to be successful. This is how they learn the game. This is how they learn the game. They went in there, they died. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it doesn't work. Who the fuck cares? You wanna learn the game. You wanna learn the game. So if you go in there, you go there in, and you die, then next time you know, hey, next time I will angle my ulti differently. Next time I will do this differently. I will do that differently. You will learn of your mistakes. But if you're the player that, oh no, but I just play safe because I know I'm not going to kill him, or you're never ever trying something new, then you're probably just going to fail. Not going to happen. You're not going to win games. You're not going to win anything. So usually players that don't try out, they don't test limits, they don't really know too much about the game. Of course, if you're already Diamond 1 plus, then it's probably that if you're not really doing that, you know the limits already, or perhaps this is just your playstyle. But if you're bronze, silver, gold, even platinum, and you have 5 KDA on your champion, you play support or you play mid lane, you play AD carry, it doesn't matter the role. You have 4 KDA, even 3 KDA. This is concerning. 99 of the people that I coach with 3, 4, 5 KDA, they are not good at the game. They are not good at the game. They are playing too safe. They are not winning the lane phase. They are not losing it, but they are not winning it either, because they didn't ever learn how to test the limits, how to go in, when to go in, because they play so safe that they don't influence the game positively, well, negatively, but they don't influence it positively either. So if you have 5 KDA on your PGG, after 100 games, 200 games, 50, 60, 70 games, whether you play AD carry or mid lane, then you might have a problem with your playstyle and understanding the limits. So Faker gameplay was absolutely phenomenally good. So we learned that even if you lose the laning phase, you can still recover with a little bit of good macro and good decision making. You also having TP when behind is really going to help out. Obviously, jungle tension is also going to help out. So this is what we learned today from Faker. If you guys have problems, with macro, don't know how to manage your waves, you see that when you have a playstyle that goes hit or miss. Sometimes you're 10-0, sometimes you're 0-10. You go like you have 10 wins in a row, then 10 loses in a row. 10 wins in a row, 10 loses in a row. You have 50% win rate. You're behind. So when you play good, you just play so fucking good. When you play bad, you're like playing really bad. Is this your playstyle? Do you really want to improve? Remember, I'm a League of Legends coach. I coach thousands of players, 3,200 of people in this game. People that wanted to get better, improve, and they were serious about getting their gameplay to the next level. So if you want to boost your gameplay, if you're stuck, let's say you're stuck and you want to learn any of the wording, wave management, macro, rotations. If you want to fix your mistakes, if you want to, let's say you're gold, you wanna get to platinum, or maybe you're bronze and you would like to get to higher elo, and maybe you're already high elo, you're diamond 1 and you're like, hey, I wanna get this master tier, I wanna see how grandmaster feels. Well, It's easy. With a coach, you can actually buy so much time because not many people have 10 hours to play this game every single day. Don't have the time. So getting a coach is going to help you to save lots of time, and you will enjoy the game a lot more because you will climb consistently and you will fix your mistakes. Are you serious about improving your gameplay? Go ahead and book your own personalized coaching session and start improving instantly.